Hello YouTubers. Sorry I haven't done any videos for a while. Been going through a lot with my depression and stuff, and also family issues, which I did post and I had to. I'm getting therapy and stuff. I have depression, severe depression, from all the shit I went through when I was young. My bio dad, beating on me and stuff when I was a little kid, and all the mind games he did with me and stuff. So I'm going through therapy, getting help, and even though it messes with my gifts, my empathic gifts, I take depression medicine and insomnia medicine. I have two without the depression medicine. Without the depression medicine, with it combining with my PTSD, it's a very strong case of making me go to suicide. So I have to take the depression meds, get the therapy I need and stuff, and also the paranormal crap that still goes on. The will is triggering me to have depression problems too, because I'm going through this all alone. My mom knows it goes on. She believes me, but everybody else doesn't know except for my friend I talked to and my other friend I've talked to in Kansas. So, of course, you YouTubers who comment. I don't have the YouTube app where I can comment back to you guys because I have a crappy, shitty phone. It is a good phone, but it has shitty storage space from Walmart, and I can only put so many apps on it. I just got over being sick with the flu, and in my family, it is very, 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 very rare for a family member of my bloodline to get a high fever. And how you know we are very, 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 very sick is when we have a fever. And I can't take the flu shot because I'm allergic to it. Yeah, allergic to any kind of flu shot, any kind you can name. Like the swine flu shot, when the swine flu was going around in Kansas, I had to get a doctor's order to where I couldn't take the flu shot because I'm allergic to it, the swine flu shot. And that year, I never got the flu shot for it, and I never got the swine flu. So since I'm allergic to any kind of flu shot, I can't take it, because if I do take it, I am immediately hospitalized because I get so sick with the flu. So, and I still kind of got the watery cough and stuff. My temperature was 102.8. Let me tell you, for a person's bloodline that rarely gets fevers, very rarely, whenever I'm sick, I rarely do. But this time I got a fever 102.8, and it's the highest. Sorry, I just got done with the shower, and I have to pull my hair back and let it sit until it dries, and then I style it over, style it the way I want. Now back to the fever thing. That was the highest fever my mom told me ever on record I have ever had. I've had 101.2, but not 102.8. I went into a walk-in clinic. They took my temp. It was 102.8. And I'm lucky I didn't have the throwing up stuff and stuff. And they gave me a flu test, did up the nose, and they said it was negative, but they could tell that it was signs of the flu. And I did have the coughing stuff, and I read on the news, I saw on the news that the flu virus is mutating. So those of you who can take the flu shot, get the flu shot, because my aunt never got the flu shot. She got the flu, And my uncle came over. He had the body aches and stuff. And since I have a weak immune system, caught it just like that by just sitting next to him. And I was born preemie, very preemie, and that is why a premature baby. That is why I have a weak immune system and I get sick easy. So I caught the flu, and I'm glad I went to that walk-in clinic because that fever was so high. I could have been hospitalized if I hadn't gone sooner. And they gave me Tamiflu. I got over it. But they said this flu, when you get it, you have a lingering cough for a while. And I still do a little bit. And also a little bit of drainage because of my sinuses and stuff, allergies, asthma. Now paranormal stuff that's going on. I said I wouldn't post anymore, but I really need to get this out there because I'm having a lot of shit happen with just only me. My gifts are evolving, yes. I've astral projected in my dreams several times into someone else who is awake, and I live their lives for a little bit. And I don't worry, and then I realize who I am. I've had some more sexual dreams, but I am not getting to those. I'm not going to tell them anymore because I get punished for it, and I'm sick of being punished for it. What else should I say? The World War II ship. There's a World War II ship here in South Carolina that you can go visit and walk around in. I think I've told this story before, but I don't think I ever told you guys about it. It really is haunted. I mean, I'll tell you again if you guys forgot. It is haunted because when I walked in there, my gifts immediately reacted to every spirit there. My gifts act up on their own all the time, and I can't control it. Like I said, I only sense their energy and their emotions. I can't see them. I know they're there. I can't see them. Some of them want my help, and I don't know how, and I can't. I even have spirits visit my dreams and asking me for help. Literally asking me for help, because spirits, like I said, they do travel. Even demons, they travel like we do. They walk around, they travel everywhere. They travel like we do. And so I have spirits visit my dreams all the time. I have nightmares too, and they don't affect me as much as they used to when I was a kid. When I was growing up, I had nightmares constantly. Now when I have nightmares, they don't affect me anymore. So little does scare me. And also the paranormal doesn't scare me no more, because of the nightmares I've had. Sorry, I gotta pop my neck. Because my neck has a kink in it. Like I said, I walked into, I forgot what this ship is called because I'm not good at names. It's in Charleston, and you can walk around in it, and the whole time I was walking around because I have leg problems and back problems. I was hurting really bad to where I wanted to cry. And there are times I hear spirit voices in my head. And no, I'm not schizophrenic because I've been tested for it several times. And I don't have it. And I was hurting a lot, and I was having asthma issues, and it was in the summer. Heat bothers my asthma and stuff, so does cold, so does certain perfumes, certain incense, certain cleaners. Makes me have asthma problems. So I was having asthma issues. I had my inhaler on me. I was taking it, and then I heard, "Doctor, doctor, you need a doctor," in my head, and I was mentally thinking to them, "No, I don't need a doctor. I have asthma issues. I mean, yes, I'm limping because of my leg issues, but you don't need to worry. I'll be fine when I get home." So mainly most of those soldiers were worried about me because I was hurting a lot. some of them. They followed me around, making sure I was okay, you know. And when I had to go pee, there's bathrooms in there where women can go pee. I put toilet paper down, cover the whole seat. My mom taught me to do that. And I had to go pee real bad, but when I sat down to go, I felt a presence, a human presence, a soldier standing right in front of me as I'm sitting there, going pee, and I felt them watching me go, being a pervert. Well, so you know, in World War II, most of those men did not see women in their boat a lot. So when women come on these ships, that's what happens when they go to the bathroom. They peek. So this person, whoever it was, I don't know who, I couldn't tell. I didn't want to know who they were. They were watching me piss. And the whole time I was glaring at this person like, leave me alone, I'm going to pee. Nothing to see here. But the person just kept staring at me and staring at me and staring at me. And then it was really hard to go because I was having trouble going because I know I'm being watched and I have a bathroom phobia. I do have a bathroom phobia where I have trouble going pee in public, and I never go pee in public because of the bathroom phobia. Because I was bullied in school, and also my mom's horror stories of bathrooms. And now I'm living them here in the South because they don't keep their bathrooms clean, very clean. Not all places do here. But I was having trouble going, so I had to force myself to go. So I went. And then I got out of the bathroom, flushed, and pushed my hands, and this person followed me around till they got bored and left me alone. The ship was overwhelming. It had tons of the dead in it. I sensed everything all at once. It was exhausting. And when I got home, I was tired. I was hurting in agony with my legs and back. Tired. What I did was took some painkillers, went to sleep. And that was several months ago when I first moved here. That's old stuff, but recent experience of a ghostly encounter of a humankind. But I will tell you something first. When I listen to music in my ears, in my earbuds, these things, you people know what earbuds are, on my phone, I'm getting into K-pop now. The only band I like is SHINee. And the singer died recently, and he died when I just got into his music. And I listen to Visual K, which is Japanese rock. I prefer that kind of music, even though I don't understand the language. To me, it's beauty. It's more beautiful than American stuff. Because I'm an empath, I can feel what they're feeling in their songs when they sing. Their voice shows their emotions, and to me, it's beautiful. So, so I was listening to my music in the car, and when I listen to the music in my head, listen to my ears, I can actually mimic exactly how the instruments, the song, and the singer sounds like in my head because of my gifts. I've been able to do this, oh my god, how long? Since I was 5 or 6. Yeah, since I was 5 or 6, and I've had that gift to be able to do that ever since. And so that's what I was doing in my head, yada, yada, yada. We were driving to Somerville Walmart. Mom was trying to find a parking spot, driving me and my brother to go do errands because we just got paid and we had to do errands. And Mom had to do errands too because she got paid. So while I was listening to music, all of a sudden, I could tell this person was male. And their spirit was very This spirit was male. It was Asian, because I was singing in my head, doing the music in my head, mimicking it exactly. It caused an attachment, because sometimes when I do this, I've realized since then, since this Asian person attached to me, because I felt it happen, because the Asian person felt their energy rush me, and an attachment happened. I felt their emotions and stuff, and this Asian person attached to me. I felt the connection of the attachment, and I've never felt that happen before. So yes, my gifts are advancing. And what I was gonna say, I'm having memory issues, guys, because before I moved, I was on a lot of medication that I was literally being overdosed in Kansas. And since I've been taken off of most of them, except for 5 things, my brain has been fried a little bit, and I have bouts of memory issues, so you guys know. So I was about to say something and I forgot. So, this spirit, I don't know how old it is, but he attached to me, and sometimes when I don't realize it, when I do mimic songs in my head, sometimes I do frequencies with my empath abilities. I guess I send, I don't know how to explain this. I guess when I do it, sing it and mimic it exactly in my head, the way the singers do, like exactly, I can make the song sound exactly what it sounds like in my head. Instruments and all, and the singer and all. And somehow, after that attachment, I figured, am I accidentally mentally projecting my thoughts out there with my gifts and don't know it? So I'm figuring, yes, I am. And I don't know it, and I'm projecting them to spirits, and I don't know it. So that's a new thing that's happened. I'm projecting my own thoughts to spirits and don't know it. And I do this music mimicking thing every day in the car because I have claustrophobia in vehicles. Yeah, vehicles give me severe claustrophobia, and I have to listen to music or I can't settle down in the car. But if I don't listen to music, I'll talk your ear off to help my anxiety. So I got an attachment, and then I dreamed about this person. This person, I couldn't tell what colors their clothing was, but I do remember it was male. He had long hair, he was Asian, but the way his clothing was styled was almost like, I don't know the Asian clothing line of the ancient days too much from Korea, China, or Japan. To me, they all seem similar. It was either from those ancient eras, and he had that clothing, and he had the really, unlike the Asians today, where they use cream on their skin. Yes, Koreans do this. In Korea, they do this. They use cream on their skin to make their skin lighter, pale. Yeah, they do this. Koreans do, and that's why their skin is lighter. But when they originally, back then, they had really tan skin, like almost like Indians from back then did. Well, this guy has tan as hell skin. He has tan skin, the Asian tan. And he has dark eyes, long hair to his hips, tied up. He has some of it tied up, some of it hanging down and over here. And he's wearing either Chinese, Korean, Japanese clothing. Can't tell. I can't tell the clothing apart anymore. But around that era, ancient era, and I think he's an old spirit. And he attached to me because he heard me doing the music shit in my head. So I got another attachment, and I dreamed about him. I don't know what he wants, but I feel is like, I feel maybe I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure. You can guess it. Maybe he attached because he thought my mind was beautiful or something, the way it mimics my music. And sometimes when I sit in the car, he follows me, sits next to me because I sense him, and I do listen to my music, mimic it, and he just, I can tell he like enjoys it, like enjoys hearing my mind mimicking it. It's it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. It's kind of weird to where it's amusing and kind of sweet and hilarious at the same time. And I've heard his spirit voice say beautiful in my head and mind. So I think that's why he attached to me, because he's smitten with me a little bit. I'm not sure. You can guess what you want. I'm not sure. This is my theory. So I got another attachment. A sex demon. The Native American who has a grudge against Warren, hates Warren's guts, hates me because I'm his wife's reincarnation, because I guess Warren killed him, I don't know. Warren, and then this Asian dude who I do not know his name is. So I got that attachment. New attachment. So I got 4. Right. Like my friend says, my medium friend said I'm a magnet for anything supernatural. Oh, since I moved here, I found out vampires are real. Not the people who claim they are that are human. The blood-sucking kind. Yes, they exist. And have you seen the series Monsters and Mysteries, where this guy claims he met a werewolf, was around one, and didn't know until that person died? Well, werewolves and vampires exist. Yes, they do. How I know is because I met 3. Met 3 different men, vampires, but they do have the ability to manipulate your mind, erase memories, and I think they erased my memories of their faces because they know I'm gifted empath and can remember stuff with my mind. All I remember is their body language and the way their energy felt. One happened in the mall, encountered one, and one happened in Goose Creek Walmart, and then Somerville. Then I met an energy vampire who's a human psychic who drains the energy of people. So I'll tell the real blood-sucking vampire story. This is my theory. There are bad vampires out there who attack humans in forests and stuff and gets them alone and attacks and eats them. Then there's the good ones that walk around in the daylight that is around humanity. Make sure bad shit don't go down. So I met 3 of them. The Walmart one was the first in Somerville. I was in Somerville. I was shopping alone because Mom, my stepdad, and my brother went off to go do their thing. They wanted me to be a big girl and go get what I needed. So that's what I was doing. I had my cart in hand, walking around, seeing what I wanted. Grabbed a few things. Then I was going to the pop section or soda section. And I felt this weird energy behind, like coming up from an aisle. I immediately stopped where I was walking, turned my head, saw a person there. I can't remember their faces at all because they wiped my memory. That's what they did of their faces, because these vampires, they do not want to be revealed. Their faces revealed. But I remember what they smelled like. Remembered what their body language was like, their energy was like, and I don't remember what they were wearing because that's part of their mind manipulation, and they have the power to do that. So, and in Monsters and Mysteries, there are some vampires that don't care if their secrets revealed. You see what they look like and stuff. Well, these guys didn't want to be revealed. So they wiped my memory of what they look like. So I looked over, and I could tell by this person's energy they weren't human. It was a cold, deathish, eerie energy, but it's not like spirit dead. It was like alive-ish dead, almost in between, like between alive and dead. And their energy was cold, but not like scary cold. It was just mellow cold. And I looked at this person, tilted my head like this, like thinking they're not human. I can tell they're not. And this person's body language was showing that they knew what my gifts were, and that fucking memory funk there, and that they knew I had these gifts, and they knew I wasn't knew. Sorry, I'm stuttering this. I stutter a lot. They knew I knew they weren't human, and the emotion of curiosity was emitting from them, and then my brother called for me, and I looked, and I was like, "Oh, great, it's my brother." That's what I was thinking. Then I looked back at this person, and then I remember they could tell that I was reading my mind, because I was like, this person I think can read my mind because their emotions are telling me so. And their body language, jeez. And that's what I was thinking. And then my brother walked up, and then I felt the person walk away. Because I was irritated my brother was bothering me because I was moody that day. So I met a vampire then. And same thing happened each time. Mall one, I was with my mom, and I was looking at something in Hot Topic, and then I left out of there, and my mom went to another store, and I couldn't figure out where she was, and I was looking for her, and I stopped, looked at the person, could tell they knew what I was, my abilities and stuff, curiosity, and yada yada yada. It's the same old thing. And same energy thing. And the other Walmart one, I was being irritated in Goose Creek by this ghost always rushes at me and wants my help and is nagging me. I know the person's nagging at me is because of nagging. I get these emotions like the nagging kind of emotions, like a person's nagging at you, standing there, going like this, nagging at you, telling you whatever. That kind of emotions. This ghost, every time I enter Goose Creek Walmart, is trying to get my attention for something and is nagging me and follows me around until I leave. So, that's what the ghost did. I was like, had my music in so I could try to ignore this person. This ghost, because I told this ghost, I can't help you at all. I don't know how, and this person don't want to listen. So, that's what happened, and this ghost nagging at me. I kept sighing all the time, and while I was looking at some Asian food, I sensed another non-human energy, looked over, vampire again. And same emotions, same thoughts in my head. And when I got home, every time I went home, memory erased of what they looked like in my head, but I remember their body language, the memory of what they look like and their clothes. But I still remember their smell. They had a sweet smell to them that is alluring. That is alluring to their prey. And their energy is different. Different than demon and different than human. So every time I went home, their face erased from my mind what they wore. But I remember their smell and their body language. It's like they use their mind powers to do it. There's some vampires that do that. There's some that don't. That are real undead vampires that are good. Now, those humans that claim they are vampires, they are not vampires. They're fakes. So, met real vampires. And I always look around when I ever go to Walmart anywhere to make sure they're not following me, because I know, I guess I've been, yapping to each other, knowing what I am. And I guess I keep tabs on people with gifts. I'm not sure, but that's my guess. That's my theory. So that happened. Now, the energy vampire incident. This was in Somerville Walmart. Somerville Walmart. And I was in the baking aisle section talking to my mom. No, not the baking aisle. Fuck. We were looking at ramen. I was telling her about it. Sorry, my memory. I was thinking of another time when we were in the baking aisle section. Something happened. Which was something flew off the shelf again. um, so that happened too. So I was in the ramen section, and I was telling her that the Japanese invented ramen. They invented it for space travel. Yada yada. And so I was telling her that, and the reason why I like anime and stuff like that, and Visual K and all that. And all of a sudden, I felt like I was being watched. So I looked over, cocked my head to the side, which means, okay, something caught my attention. I look over, I see an Asian man just glaring down at me, staring at me with this intent in his eyes. I remember what he was wearing too. He had neatly combed hair, and he looked like he was in his, I'm just guessing, because Asian men, some of them, not all, they can look young. I was guessing he was in between his late 20s or 30s. And I couldn't tell if he was Korean, Japanese, Chinese, or whatever. Couldn't tell. But I knew something was off about him. His energy emitted something weird. And I knew he was human because he was human. And then I was like, why is he staring at me? It's creeping me out. Then all of a sudden, I felt this burning sensation on my stomach. And I was like, ew, what is that? And I look up, and I watched him walk off. So, the whole time I was in the store, I felt like this burning sensation on my stomach, and I rubbed it, kept rubbing it, and I was like, why are you rubbing your stomach? And I'm like, I don't know, it feels like something's burning there. Well, she said, well, you need to look at it when you get home, and I said, I will. And when that guy walked off, I knew something bad happened, because I was all hyper and giddy before we went in there. I was in a good mood, and then as we left, I was trying to nod off in the car. I was low on energy, and this went on for 2 days. Massive energy drain. So I asked my friend, told him the story, and he said, not naming who this friend is, he said, this is an energy vampire. And I looked up energy vampires, and empaths are like crack to them. They enjoy feeding off empaths because we are like crack to them. Because we deal with a lot of emotions all at once, a lot of energy all at once. And we are like full charged batteries for them. And energy vampires need energy. They're psychic humans who take energy from people and live off of it. They love it. So, this Asian guy was an energy vampire. When I got home, I noticed there was a big, like, horseshoe-like, bruise-ish burn on my stomach. I took a picture of it too, but I can't show you guys because this camera sucks. But I have it on my phone with like a horseshoe imprint of a bruise-ish. It was a mix between a bruise and a burn. And it was looking like it had purple and red and stuff in it. And it hurt like hell, let me tell you. It was there for like a week. because I bruise easily and it's hard to heal from bruises. It was there for a week, and it hurt. Hurt having covers on my belly, everything. So this energy vampire drained my energy massively, and I was tired, lethargic for 2 days until on the second day at 8 o'clock, I had energy rushing back to me and I was fine. So, if I see that guy again, I'm not going to look at him. I mean, or if I know he's there, I'm not going to look at him because eye contact pretty much gets you hooked by them if you're an empath. Also, the reason why I had that burn-ish mark was because the incubus was pissed. He was pissed. A human that's an energy vampire, a psychic that drains energy from people, was draining energy from me because this guy, like I've told you guys before, the sex demon is fucking possessive and he thinks I'm his property. So, he was very, very pissed that, energy vampire did that to me, and he left a mark to show he was pissed. So, yeah. So, that's pretty much it. Other than that, all day, every day, it's just me when I'm in the shower. I feel like I'm being watched by the Asian guy and by, I guess, all the time. I feel like I'm being watched and stuff. Awake attacks happen and stuff. But different now because he likes Stephen likes to mess with my butthole now. Not telling why. Let me tell you that hurts. When we moved here, there was a drunkard, drunk old man that was always gotten drunk. He lived in a trailer not far from here, like a short walk away from my house. He died in that trailer, and sometimes he comes over here and spies on me even taking a shower. He comes over here just to do whatever, walk around, because I'm gifted. Spirits like to visit, say hi, and do whatever. Last story of the day. It's 9:48 right now at night. The reason why I'm in this pink room where you know who resides all the time is because my room has holes in the floor because they tried to install cabling, and because there's holes in the floor, cold air goes into my room and it makes it freezing in the winter when it's fucking cold, and it's been fucking cold, and we got snow this year. So I'm staying in this pink room that now has a bed in it until it's spring because I get sick easily, and if it's like 30 degrees to 20 degrees outside, my room gets that cold. So I can't stay in there or I'll get sick because I got a weak immune system. So before I got sick with the flu and before I got cold, I woke up one morning, really early in the morning. It was about, I think I looked at my phone after it happened. It was about, I'm guessing 5:30 or 6. In between that time period. And all of a sudden, I felt something get off my bed. And after something got off the bed, it was shaking. Or like shaking like this. And I was like, oh, I was waking up groggy for a minute. And I was like, what? I was thinking, what the fuck? And I look over to my Pokemon poster, and I see this shadow person about, I'm guessing, 6 foot tall, just standing there. And let me tell you, it gets dark in my room, and even with my glasses off, I can see good. I can see a little bit good, not much. This eye is a bad eye that I can't see hardly shit from. This eye, I saw it well on this eye though. And I saw a shadow figure. It was the form of a human. It was about 6 foot tall. And I was like, what? I literally said, what the fuck? And I rolled my eyes and I'm like, thinking, great. I saw a shadow figure. And then I'm like, it don't affect me. and it didn't affect me. I was like, oh, shadow figure. Who cares? so I saw a shadow figure. After I looked away, looked back, it was gone. So it was gone. That's pretty much what's happened to me recently. That's pretty much what happens. And when I walk around the house during the day, when I'm up during the day, it depends if my sleep schedule's messed up. Asian guy follows me around and likes to watch me fix drinks and stuff. Likes to watch me do housework, do my laundry, and likes to watch me watch Netflix. Likes to watch me play my game. Likes to watch me play with my phone, or likes it when I listen to my music a lot. I got a new clock radio that I can hook up my phone up to and listen to music. He likes that. And so does the sexy that follow me around. And how I know he hovers over my shoulder is like I feel uncomfortable. And he's hovering over my shoulder like that far. The Asian guy sometimes does that too, but his energy is more comfortable, not dark like the sex demons is. Not like the sex demons is. The sex demons dark and lustful and very cringeworthy aura. So yeah, that happens a lot. So I ignore it the best I can, and I'm like thinking, leave me alone. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. But it don't help. So I just ignore it the best I can. I'm gonna tell you, it gets creepy, but I endure it. I've tried everything to get rid of him. So I've lost faith in God because of it. And now I'm an atheist. Because I don't believe in God no more because all the shit I went through in my past. And now this. So I'm just gonna deal with it. There are times I do speak about God a little bit. Certain things I say about God because certain things I do. There are certain things in my own ways I believe what God thinks and all that. There are times I say no, I don't believe in God, or He wouldn't let all this bad shit happen in the world. That's me showing my anger towards all the stuff I went through, even the paranormal. I do believe in a God. It's a tiny bit, 1%. And just 1%. Not much. I said I was gonna show you guys me eating. But now I can't. Until it's spring and it's warmer out and I can be in my room and eat in my original room. But when we move from this crappy dump to a different house, I won't be able to do that anymore. So you'll have to wait until it's warmer here in the south for me to do that, or whenever I feel like it, not having problems with my depression. And that's why I haven't updated like at all, because of my fucking depression. Let me tell you, with this depression, it is a struggle to get up every day, to get out of bed, to even socialize with family, to be able to do things. And even the singer from that Korean band I like, is it SHINee? think that's how they say their name. I understand what he went through because I go through it every day and it's painful. But to me, suicide isn't worth it. So I don't do suicide. Even though my body's always in pain with joint problems and stuff, and me having health issues, I just fight on, deal with it, and try to live. Because I got people that do care about me and want me to live. And I know if I do commit suicide, it would just make my mom smoke herself to death, or drink herself to death, or make my stepdad do the same. And make my grandma have a heart attack. So I'm like, nope, it's not worth it. When the world decides I'm gonna die, that's when I'm gonna die. Or the universe. So I'm gonna fight my depression the best I can. And that's what I'm doing. And I eat whatever I want to eat, what I like to eat. Living my life to the fullest doing that. Like eating out and stuff. I do eat out once in a while. I eat what I like. I do what I like to do. Watch Netflix. Do whatever. But soon I'm going to get out of this house. Once in a while. Meet new people. Make friends. And that's what I want to do. To get my mind off my depression. It's hard. Having this deadly disease, depression, is hard. I fight with it every day like a singer does. I fight with it. And with the PTSD mixed with it, it's 100 times worse. Because all my life I was told I was worthless, I wouldn't amount to anything. Since I was 5 years old, even by school teachers and stuff. That gives you a lot of impact on a person. Even my bio dad said it. So, yeah. I know what that singer went through. Because I fight with it all the time. Depression's a deadly disease that I struggle with. And for that singer, that I got into his music too late, you did an absolute good job. Your music, literally, like Visual K artists that I listen to, since I listen to your music every day, it keeps me alive. It does. Keeps the depression at bay. It keeps me from giving into my depression. The beauty of the music does. It cages up my depression. Gets me through things with my depression. Your music saved my life. Even Visual K artists, MUCC, everybody that I listened to, CODOMO Dragon, KIRYU, NOCTURNAL, BLOODLUST, PENTAGON, SHINee, and other various bands I can't remember because of my memory issues. Oh, OLDCODEX and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I don't think they are Visual K, but they're screamo bands. Now I remembered. And SHINee, yes, SHINee. All you guys saved my life when I found your music. Keep me living, keep that depression away every day that I fight with. And without finding this music, I would have been dead probably 3 years ago. Literally cages up my depression, saves my life, helps me through my anxiety in public. all the music I listen to helps me. It helps me. Keeps me fighting depression. And we need to fight it. And people need help with it. So those of you who watch this who have depression, fight on. Battle it. Just and try to keep it caged up. Don't let it overrule you into suicide. Because suicide is not worth it. Because you have loved ones who love you and want you to stay in this world. So if any of you know someone who's going through that, you need to get a hold of a suicide hotline. This person, even though I don't know the number, you need to do it. You need to save their life. Get them help no matter what. It is a deadly disease. This is going to be at the end of the video. Sorry, I mean, it's so depressing, but I just wanted to let you guys know I struggle with depression, and I wanted to give a shout out to the lead singer that died recently, that died from his depression, because I know what he goes through. And may he rest in peace, and he did a good job at what he did. To this day, he still does a good job at helping me out, caging my depression out. Okay, and I wanted to say some paranormal shit. So if you see me laughing like that, that means I am laughing off. When I laugh like that, I'm not trying to be offensive. I am laughing off my problems. I am laughing off my problems. It's how I cope to brush stuff aside. That brush stuff aside that I'm feeling, and it's how I contain my emotions. I'm a person that bottles up my emotions until I combust. So if I laugh at the end, laugh stuff off, that means that's what I'm doing. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, my recent paranormal experiences. I will try to update when I can, when my depression is not acting up and trying to take over my life. I'll try to update and try to tell you guys my experiences. No sexual experiences, because I want to keep those private, because it pisses the demon off, and I don't like to piss him off. Okay? I'll just tell you that if I got touched, I got touched. If experienced something else, And I wanted to tell you guys the vampire stuff. And they are real and they exist. And I'm not crazy. Because if demons exist, ghosts exist, they exist. So, this. They exist. So, I'm trying to get more in tune with my gifts. And it's hard. It's really hard to learn, try to get in tune with them. So I'll end this video for now, and wanted to tell you guys I deal with depression and all that, and yada yada yada. So it's my brother. So some videos I will have music playing in the background from stereo if I have to get privacy. I just felt like I need to pour my heart out about all my experiences and stuff. And I want you guys to know I'm not crazy. The only time I've ever acted crazy was to get away from abuse that happened to me when I was a child, to be able to go in the mental hospital to get away from it. That's the only time I've ever acted crazy. Or when I've had PTSD meltdowns where I black out and I don't remember what I've done. People have told me I've gotten aggressive and I don't remember what I did. But those don't happen too often. I don't act crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm completely sane. I just have depression and PTSD. That's it. And they're a lethal combination. And no, I'm not schizophrenic because I've been tested and I don't have it. So don't call me schizo because I'm not. So those of you who believe me, who are watching this, please comment you believe me, and if you have any negative comments, keep them to yourself. Bullying is not allowed on my channel at all. No trolling, no bullying. I'll block you. Literally, I will. So please, no bullying, because I was bullied all my life, and I'm sick of being a victim. So, you bully on my channel, you troll on my channel, you will be blocked. I will report you. I will constantly report you. Now, those of you who believe my stories, believe that I experienced this stuff, tell me you believe me. And if you want to tell me your experiences, please do so in the comments. I will try to look up your comments in my computer app on my computer to reply. And if I can't reply automatically, I'm sorry. I do have a life and I am busy. I go to doctor appointments and stuff. I will reply when I can. Thank you for watching, guys. See you later. Enjoy your night or day wherever you are. Bye.